You know, the really big issue that I'm seeing every day is that companies come to us and they want to tell us what their problem is. That's equivalent of you having a headache and going to the doctor and saying, I've got a brain tumor. Is he going to operate because you told him you have a brain tumor? No. What we do at Bolstroke is we start with an assessment. It's like the doctor doing a diagnosis. He's going to ask you some questions. He's going to hit you with the little hammer. He's going to look in your throat and look in your ears, and he's going to figure out what's wrong. Well, that's what we want to do. Because a lot of times what you come to us with are symptoms of a problem. And if we actually just solve the symptom, it may just mask something so that you will have a worse issue later. And I can give you an example of that. A lot of people come to us and say their sales suck. We need sales training. And I teach them how to sell, and they have nothing behind this selling to actually do the work. And within 6 months, their reputation is destroyed. They have no clients, and they're out of business. So we do the assessment to make sure that we're not committing malpractice, because malpractice is defined as prescription without diagnosis. We're going to do the diagnosis so we can make sure that you get the results you want. We do a number of things in that area of branding, because we think branding actually is a decision-making tool, so it impacts everything. So for example, we'll work with you to, first of all, figure out your bigger picture, your mission, your vision, your purpose as an organization, and actually use the brand as the glasses through which you see those things. And then we understand how to pinpoint that in each part of the organization at the departmental level. But we go further down into the individuals within the organization and help them understand how the brand actually works through everything they do on a daily basis. Brand is really not going to change at the core of it, what its one thing, what its essence is, but the brand actually does change in how you communicate it. And that's one of the interesting things is you look at the different touch points, you look at the different ways that you can be relevant to the audience that you're with, and sometimes that audience changes, so the way you communicate the brand has to change. Social media is so hot now that everybody feels like they got to jump in and just do a lot of stuff and get on everything. Don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you have a strategy. Bolstroke helps you with the strategy. We help you go back and define that brand, understand the strategy, understand who you want to talk to through social media, and make sure you're targeted where the people are that you need to talk to. Okay? And then make sure that it's getting results. That's the key. Most people are doing a bunch of stuff. They never know if they're getting any results because they don't measure and they don't ask. And those are the two big problems. If you don't ask for what you want, you're not going to get it through social media. There's a huge opportunity, but it has to be taken now, because if you don't start now by defining your brand and understanding not only where you've been, where you are, and where you want to be, you're not going to get there. Because today is a day that you need to take that first step. Because if you don't do it now and you wait for the economy to get better, everybody's going to be taking that first step at the same time. And you won't be differentiated, and you won't be able to get where you want to go ahead of the other folks. You'll be me too. You'll be competing on the same terms, and you won't have the relationships in place to make your companies what you want them to be.